Brought to you by Huskamaw, Long Range Optics, Air Force, Air Guns, Sleeping Indian, Fine Wool Apparel, LWRC International, High Performance Firearms, and by Kimco, adventure begins here. Now, folks, if you like bow hunting, you're going to enjoy today's show. We're going to take 2 mule deer with a bow, and we're going to take a bull elk right here at the elk ranch. One of these mule deer is a 190 class. The other's with my granddaughter, Kayla. So what do you say? Let's go to the elk ranch and, hey, hunt some bull elk with a bow. You know, the mudslide you can see in the far distance about a half a mile away, we spotted a bull elk, and so we started doing some bugling and cow calling, and the first thing we knew, that bull had run plumb across that valley and come up to a field that was calling in just below us. You know, for all you guys that want to learn how to call in a bull elk and keep him coming in close, you got to use a diaphragm mouthpiece. These mechanical ones, the one you push with your hand, you just can't control the tempo or the sounds. You got to purr, you got to talk to them. You know, you can do a cow call, you can do a whine, or in the last case you can change it up and do a short bugle like we're fixing to do here in just a second. So pay attention and watch how this bull elk reacts to all these calls. Now here in just a second, this bull must wind us, and he turns around and run. That way, if you got a mouthpiece in your mouth ready to make a sound and stop that elk and reassure him that everything's okay. Now this elk is at 40 yards away. My hunter is set up about 10 yards to my right, and all he needs is this elk to step out just a couple more steps. So I keep working with him, trying to get him to make a move either right or left. Get a shot if you can. Get it loaded. Get your arrow. Get your arrow. You know, where I was standing, I couldn't tell that Mark had made a perfect heart shot on this elk. That's the reason that elk wasn't running off. He was history. Did you hit him? Did you hit him? Okay. Maybe so. I think he laid down. I think he laid down.
I knew that was it. I wanted to shoot earlier, but the brush was a little bit, and I could just see his front shoulder. And then he took another step, and he was perfect.
I tell you, folks, we're going into the last day
The weather has been just hot. 80s, 90 degrees here in Colorado. And we wasn't expecting one to come up. We seen this bull. He was half a mile off, and he wallered in some mud.
Was that one in the wallow?
Yes, that's the one in the wallow.
Yes.
It shows you when you see them coming in and they're not coming in all the way, bugle. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. We bugled, chuckled, and the cow called and brought him right in. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now we got a job ahead of us.
That's all right.
Hey, now up next, we're going to be with my granddaughter, Kayla, and she takes her first mule deer, and it's with a bow. The last 2 years, you watched Kayla on the show grow up, and she's, you've taken how many elk now?
3.
3 elk?
2.
2 or 3 elk?
Yeah.
And it's time for, and she's taking them with a gun. Now it's time to move on up, and so what are you shooting now?
Bow.
She's shooting the bow, and she's going to be taking a mule deer, folks, this year, right here at the elk ranch. And so, I don't know your experience yet with the bow. Tell me about your experience with the bow. When did you start shooting?
Yesterday.
Folks, she started shooting yesterday. She's going hunting in the morning or tonight. And I'll show you how easy it is. When you got the right equipment and set it up and kind of know what you're talking about, you can get adjusted pretty quick.
All right, we're just set up for the first evening of the hunt. This is Kayla's first bow hunt. We're going after mule deer. Right now, some bucks are in velvet, other ones are hard horn. They're just starting to change. This is her first mule deer hunt, first bow hunt. You excited? You gonna get it done? And we got Bryce. He's gonna give the range. We got some water sitting out here, a water tank. It's been hot and dry, so hopefully they come in and hit the water and hit this alfalfa field. It's looking really bad, but there's still some alfalfa in it. But the buck should come from this direction. You ready? All right, here we go.
It's crooked.
You see that buck up on the hill?
Yes.
All right, he looks like a 4x4. If he comes down, we'll take him. We got plenty of time. That's a really nice buck. And then there's a smaller buck in the brush behind him. Shoot this one too.
This one looks like a 3x4.
You know, when it comes to retirement, a lot of people put their money in gold, the stock market, or IRA. You ever thought about putting hunting, fishing, or recreational property right here in the state of Colorado? You know, history's proven that it's always been a return on your money. So if you're looking for a hunting and fishing property that you can enjoy right now through all the years, give me a call. You know, one thing that sets us apart here at the Elk Ranch is we start going down in early June watching these deer and the elk and knowing every trail that they take on a daily basis.
All right, Pete, wait. How far, Press?
Wait, he's behind some things. 26. 26.
sight. To concentrate. Hold on.
Can I go?
Top pin, yeah.
Got it. Oh, way back.
Oh, shush.
It's all the way through.
All right, she just hit this buck. She did hit it a little back. This is her first bow hunt, so she was really nervous. But there was blood pumping, and they're on the blood trail right now. I don't think the buck went very far. There was blood just pumping out of him. Nice 3x4, just a management buck. Show me. Oh, look at all the blood. All right.
I looked to the left and scared the crap out of me. Holy crap, that scared me. I just looked to the left.
Oh.
Here, hold this. Here.
So that deer didn't go 120 yards and is dead. First bow hunt. All right, he's dead.
Oh, you just caught my foot. Ooh. Bigger.
Go pick his horns up.
Good Lord.
We're here in Colorado. This is Kayla. She's 15. This is her first bow hunt. And what do you think? You excited?
Very.
What we're out doing, we're trying to get a management buck. This is a 4x3, no brow tines. I mean, what a nice little deer, full velvet. She missed a buck yesterday. She just didn't realize how nervous she was going to get when she drew back. And today she was able to calm down. She's using the APA Rattler, which is a perfect bow for kids, and even my wife shoots it. And she's shooting 42 pounds. The arrow, I mean, drilled this buck, and he didn't go 125 yards. What a nice job. Good job, Kayla.
Thank you.
One of the cool things I really like about the Garmin, folks, you can take, always have a rangefinder. Like right now, we've shot an elk back over here. I know approximately where it's at. I'm going to range it right now. I range it at 328 yards. Okay, now that I use my sight and go right here, you can actually push that, point it in the right direction, boom. Now I'm sight and go straight to there, and I'm going to set it to where it'll be 328 yards going a straight north direction. So once I get to 328 yards and I'm at the northerly direction, I should be right on top of where that elk is. Folks, it's a tool that's a must out here in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. So for your next hunt, whether you're professional like we are here at the Elk Ranch or not, pick up the Garmin. It's got so many, there's so many things on here that you'll really, really like. Now folks, if you just joined us, it's early bow season here at the Elk Ranch, and we're hunting mule deer, and it's a big one. It's a 190 class with a bow.
So I'm out here doing some scouting a couple of days before archery season opens for elk and mule deer. We've got about 5 bucks out there right now, and one of them is a monster. He looks like he'll go high 180s, maybe low 190s. They're still in the velvet here. Season opens in a couple of days. Hopefully we get a shot at this big sucker.
A friend of a friend called me and said Keith had a little last-minute cancellation on a mule deer hunt, and I've seen some of the mule deer up in this area, and so I was kind of intrigued. So I called the outfitter, Keith, talked to him a little bit about it, and he said he had some pictures of a real big deer, probably 190s type deer, mule deer. He kept telling me, send me the pictures. As soon as he sent me the pictures, I was like, man, I'm in.
You're sold.
I'll be there. Yeah. Got here, shot my bow a couple times, and Keith said we're gonna head out in a couple hours. So literally, he said it's not a let's just take our time. We're not in a big hurry. Get there, a couple hours before before it gets dark. It could not have happened. It was perfect. Picture textbook. The, you know, single file line, I'm looking up on the horizon and I see this rack coming over the freaking horizon. It's just a beautiful deer. Probably 175-inch 4x4.
They're starting to come out up on the hill. One buck and one doe.
The big one comes up top and there's 2 other decent bucks with him. He's like, there he is. I'm like, geez, here, you know, it's all coming to fruition now.
That big buck, he's on the hill. The big one with the kicker we're waiting for. Looks like he's gonna come right into this water tank. There he is. He's right here. He's coming down the hill right here.
He's like, all right, draw. And I'm like, I couldn't draw. And the other buck was just staring me down. He had me pegged, and Keith's like, just draw. He told me two or three times.
You used to hunting whitetails.
Draw, yeah. I'm so used to hunting whitetails and being busted. You know, your hunt's over if you draw on a whitetail staring at you, but.
23. Oh, you nailed him.
Yeah, so I drew, he said 24, let it go. Just excellent shots. I knew right then, you know, at least my thought was this deer's gonna drop in 20 yards. Buck runs off probably, I don't know, 50, 52 yards and stops and just stands there for like 10 seconds. Load another one, draw back. He's like, he's 53, and as soon as he told me he's 53 and the buck starts to trot off and I let go, and perfect shot. You see on the video, just excellent shot. Double lunged him on both shots and went another probably 40 or 50 yards.
Hit him. Oh, nailed him. Keep an eye on him. What do you think, Blake?
Oh, man.
That's a big buck.
That's a huge deer.
You drilled him twice. Man.
Unreal.
Worked out perfect, didn't it?
I could tell.
And look at this.
Oh, this is
Look at that buck.
Absolutely beautiful.
Wasn't that cool? We had 2 monster bucks come in.
2 giants, and freaking weather could not be more perfect.
Oh gosh.
This weather is unreal. What a hunt. Jesus.
I'm shaking. Got him? Go grab those horns, buddy. Oh my goodness. We're up here in northwest Colorado at the Elk Ranch. It's early season. As you can see, the buck's still in velvet. Blake came up today from Texas. I've been watching this deer. I've been telling Blake, been sending him trail camera pictures, been watching this deer for months. I said, Blake, I got him pegged, get up here. Blake shows up. 1 hour into the hunt.
Yeah.
You smoked this sucker.
Called it. Smoked him.
He's going to be close to 190. Got this kicker. I mean, look at the fronts. Just a massive buck. We had a bunch of bucks come in this evening, and this sucker come right in.
Yeah.
That was fun, wasn't it?
That was a blast.
What an awesome shot.
If you're wanting property in the state of Colorado, Texas, or Arkansas, we know all these hunting properties. If you want it from $100,000 on up, any size hunting ranch, whether it be an elk hunting ranch, mule deer, whitetail in Texas, or whitetail and duck in Arkansas, give me a call. Till next week, I'm Milton Daly. We'll see you then.